Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Lyney. Lyney loves to be sweet with you, and he loves it when you're being affectionate with him because it means that whatever efforts he's been making have been working. He loves all the attention that you give him, and he's always doing his best to charm you and to make you love him even more. But you've already fallen too far in love. It's almost impossible to even fall further for him. But every day, he keeps on proving you wrong. So when one day, he just wraps his arms around you and pulls you onto his lap, it's a whole new experience. And you blush, looking away. Really, Lyney? Do you, do you like this? You ask, blushing because you feel so self-conscious of yourself. Maybe of your weight, maybe if you were beautiful enough, or whether or not you deserved all this love that he gave you so willingly. But all that you got in return was just a kiss on the cheek as he hugged you even closer. Yes, Ryan, I truly like this. I would love for you to stay on my lap forever. If I could, I would stop time itself just to be able to sit by you like this. You're just being dramatic, you tell him, blushing brightly, but you still do not doubt his words. He's always had that way of making you believe him. Maybe it's a magic trick or something, but he's so true about everything he says, which is kind of silly, considering that he's a musician. His whole job is to trick people, and yet you trust him with your own heart. And up till now, he's never failed you, not even once. So you let the tiredness that you're feeling overtake you. You're watching a movie, but it doesn't seem to matter so much now, as you are in the warmth of his arms, seated on his lap, and you begin to rest your head on his shoulder, just as he had wanted. And he feels himself smile, a hand going through your hair gently, brushing through the strands, and slowly your breath slowed, and you had fallen asleep against him. And that was the first time that you managed to surprise him so much. He had no idea he was that good at getting people to rest. But maybe that's just another skill that he has discovered about himself. He's so talented. But most importantly, he loves seeing you sleeping like this, and loves being the reason that you're able to rest. He'd definitely kiss your cheek, and he would not get up, except maybe to just get a blanket. You need it. Venti. Venti really loved when you would just cuddle with him and stay by his side, but lately you've been working yourself too hard, and he feels as though he is obligated to make sure that you rest. So that's why, when you're actually working, he wraps his arms around you and carries you. Simple as that. Venti, what are you doing? Put me down. No, Mayan. Come on. You have to listen to me. You need some rest. I don't need any rest. Now let go of me, Venti. You tell him, but he's not listening, and he's not going to. So he just carries you in his arms, and soon he's seated on the couch and putting you on top of him, his arms wrapped around you tightly, and a grip that you knew he would just not let you go. Venti, come on, I have a lot of work. And that's fine, Mayan. In the morning, you could always continue it. Maybe even later today, I'll let you. Just nap a little bit, or cuddle with me. I miss you, he said, looking at you. And you were getting weaker and weaker by the second with the way he was looking at you, begging you with his beautiful eyes. How could you say no to such face? Such beautiful, innocent eyes that were only asking for your rest. So, of course, you eventually just gave in, pouting, but nevertheless cuddling into his arms and enjoying the hold he had on you. You let out a soft sigh while Venti smiled, chuckling fondly. Come on now, you need to rest. I'll take care of you. He whispered to you gently, stroking your hair, all while humming to you, a soft little sound that you had gotten used to ever since you had started dating him. His humming was so beautiful, so comforting, like there was that breeze that was flowing right through you, putting all the coldness around your heart and all the hate and tension in your head away, making it disappear as you slowly just happened to come and rest against him, closing your eyes as you started to fall asleep, just as Vinti had wanted. Scaramouche. Oh, Scaramouche, he does not know that you are going to sit on his lap. And the thing about Scaramouche and affection, he can be quite averse to it, some days. And some days he just wants it. He's very moody. And he still does not know how it feels to be used to this kind of thing. It feels so weird to be pampered and loved in the ways that you're doing this with him. So, just be forgiving with him and patient. He needs it. He's not used to all this love. It's all so much, way too much for him. And that's why when you sit on his lap, he's quite startled, looking at you with wide eyes. Wyan, what are you doing? I'm just sitting on your lap, stop overreacting. You tell him, but he pouts, just huffing at you. Whatever. Come on. Why are you doing this? I miss you, Scara. And I want to rest. And you're so comfy right now. You tell him, cupping his face in your hands, pressing a soft kiss to his cheeks. And he melts into your touch. After that, he finds it quite hard to object to anything that you want. And that is specifically why he lets you rest on his lap. And maybe when you talk a lot, he listens too. Really? She did that? What an awful friend. Maybe I should go punish her. Oh, Scara, I'm just venting to you. I don't want you punishing my friend or whatever it is that you're thinking. But I'd be up for it if you want to punish me for being a very bad girl, you say, barely able to contain your laugh, while he just shoves you gently, blushing. But soon, he realizes that you do go silent, and he looks down, only to find himself looking down at your sleeping form against him. That fast, huh? He must have needed it. He finds himself softening after that. The way that you look so peaceful, so vulnerable and fragile. It makes him want to protect you. It makes him want to take care of you. And that is why he presses a soft kiss to your skin, stroking your hair gently. He doesn't really get up from where he's seated, not wanting to jostle you. So soon enough, once he gets bored, he finds himself falling asleep too. And that's how the two of you end up waking up quite late in the evening, with a lot of things to do. But it's fine. After all, it was a well-deserved nap. At least for you. Well, for him, it's not like he had much to do anyway, so he's just better off helping you. Xiao loved it when you would come to him for affection, or just for cuddling and attention from him, because he had struggled with the idea of being able to give affection. He's not really that sort of person who finds it so easy. He doesn't know how to do this, doesn't know how things are supposed to go between couples. And as a person who finds affection quite difficult to deal with, he's just happy that most of the time you're the one initiating it. And he initiates when he feels the need to. But most of the time, you're the one doing that for him. and he's quite grateful. And he's still grateful when you come to sit in his lap, and he just smiles, running a gentle hand through your hair. Mayan, is everything alright? Yes. Why? Does there need to be something wrong for me to sit on your lap? He shakes his head, while you just cuddle closer, wrapping your arms around him. If someone saw you right now, they would say that you looked like a koala, which would be true. You were so adorable. And that's why, although a little bit embarrassed at how clingy you were, perhaps because you were so close to him, and it made his heart beat faster, he was afraid that you could hear it. Perhaps that was irrational, but it was not like something you could confirm. He'd never ask you if you could hear his heartbeat. So, he just holds you and lets out a sigh, trying to relax. And soon, you go quiet, rather still against him. And when he turns to look at you, to confirm whether his suspicions are right, it turns out he's correct too. Oh, Ryan. Well, you're rather cute, so I don't mind. I love you, he had whispered, pressing a soft kiss to your lips as you slept, watching as it brought a smile to you even within your sleep. You were adorable like that, able to melt his heart so easily, and able to make him act so different with you, like you were an entirely different entity, not a human, and certainly not how he would treat one. It was unusual he would get so close to someone and be so vulnerable and so accepting of their affection and love. But he was willing to do that, if only with you.